in the fact that it is real, it's a little more raw. It's me presenting myself and being more open about who I am and the things that we struggle with, and also some skills we can take away from it that can be beneficial to us as we move through our daily lives. And so this week's topic is it's okay to not be okay. Welcome back to Defeating Weekly. I'm your host, Craig Olson. Thank you for checking out this week's episode. I know it's fast approaching to episode 100. Today's episode 99. Y'all, I've been looking forward to week 100 and episode 100 for a long time now. And I found myself at the beginning of this week so focused on that episode that I really struggled with this episode. So I struggled through it. I had to ask Tasha for some help, but as I was writing this episode out, I became so much more excited about it because it's a little bit different in the fact that it is real, it's a little more raw. It's me presenting myself and being more open about who I am and the things that we struggle with, and also some skills we can take away from it that can be beneficial to us as we move through our daily lives. And so this week's topic is it's okay to not be okay. Over the past few months, life's gotten really crazy for us with work and home life. Baseball season started, and we're spending 4 nights a week going opposite directions. The end of the school year is full of all kinds of things and stresses of testing. For the longest time, I personally have put on this fake facade of being good all the time and saying this to people because that's what I thought they wanted to hear, and that they didn't really want to know what was going on in my life and how I was actually doing. However, this fakeness does not help people. When we're only sharing positives or fake positive emotions with those around us, it can cause them to quit sharing their personal struggles with us. As a result, we're not growing and living in true relationship with those around us. In order to be doing this, we must be our authentic selves. None of us are okay all the time. We have struggles in our lives, and it's okay to own them and learn from them. One of the biggest issues that I feel causes us to fall into this trap is social media. And I know I've talked about this in the past, but for all of the good and fun things that it can provide us, I feel, in my opinion, the falseness it shows of people's perfect lives causes us to hide the emotions we may be truly feeling. Life's hard. And with hard things, we are not always going to be great or even good at them. We will struggle and fall. The important thing is to acknowledge these times and find ways to use them and get back up. Now, early on in Tasha and my marriage, her and the boys struggled with butting heads. It was challenging to say the least, but I made it worse on all of us. I butted heads a lot with the boys as well. However, I just glazed over when this happened and pretended everything was fine. Little did I fully comprehend that this was being detrimental not only to myself, but more importantly to Tasha. Because of how I was responding, it made Tasha think that everything was always good with the boys and I, and that the issues were only between her and the boys. When in reality, I was struggling as well, and it was only a facade. Once I finally shared with Tasha that I was struggling too and allowed her to know that I wasn't always okay, it changed so much. I made her feel better about her not being okay, and actually made her feel better just in general. So often we focus on holding it together for others when, in all actuality, we may be actually hurting those around us by sharing this falseness and thinking something is wrong with them due to the fact that feel like they're the only one with this issue. I can only imagine how different things would have been early on if I had shared my struggles. In fact, once I did share my feelings on the situation, not only did Tasha and I grow closer, but our family dynamic began to improve and continues to. That open line of honest communication is key in whatever relationship situation you find yourself in. Growth can only happen with open honesty. So, this week's action steps, first one, it's okay to not be okay, but you need to tell somebody. Talk to a counselor, your pastor, a friend. Stuffing everything in and hoping it will get better doesn't work. There have been so many situations in my life that I've done this and it didn't end well. From moments of complete rage to breaking down, I have experienced them all, and none of them needed to happen if I would have been honest. Second one, make a plan to change. Remember, 1 to 2% change daily over time is going to compound. Even though it's a small improvements stacked up each day lead to big results. You're not going to have massive change overnight. To this day, I still struggle with this idea, but I recognize these feelings quicker and am able to adjust course and don't have as frequent big meltdowns and breakdowns and issues that result. This week's quote: sometimes I'm not always doing amazing, but it's okay because everyone struggles. It's okay to be flawed because that's what makes me, me. And that was by Demi Lovato. You guys, we all go through struggles. Don't be afraid to share. It's it's normal human nature to have ups and downs. So remind yourself, if you're struggling right now, it's okay to feel that. Talk to somebody, share your thoughts. If you're struggling, reach out to me if you need to. I, as always, I hope you guys are taking this information, absorbing it, using it, putting it into your daily lives. You guys, next week's episode 100. Super excited. Hope you tune in. As always, I hope you guys have a great day and defeat the week.